Hi, I'm Joe, my new Tennessee home, and I was going to show y'all. You do not have to have high-powered equipment. All you need is a decently strong back and the will to do some exercise. This right here, I just now cut in about, I don't know, a couple of minutes. That's what it looked like. And this is what it is now. Let me show you what else I've done today. Last 3 or 4 days, well actually last week or so, I've been carrying this with me when I go down the drive because twice, as in 2 different times, I have scurried up a copperhead. So now I carry this whenever I go down through here because if I scurry him up again, I intend to eliminate him. But down through there on the right side, down through there, I cut that earlier. It used to look worse than this on the left side, but I cut it down. I use a torch and I do the edge. I don't know if you can probably see that. Anyway, because I like to have a neater looking driveway. Yeah, when I was burning this down through here, the edge, you see that back through there? Right there is where I saw the copperhead. And so I took the torch and I chased him that direction, but obviously I didn't really do much to him other than chasing. Anyway, move on. I have a lot of these guys everywhere. I know they're probably the invasive species type, but they eat bugs too, so I let them be. I'd really like to get this thing going. It'd be so cool. I mean, I have a bush hog and a grater box to go to it. And if I had it going and reliable, I'd probably even get or find a way to get an rototiller to go with it. But yeah, I just haven't had the I want to say motivation. I haven't had the motivation to dig into it. Anyway, move on. Okay, so I cut all that. I cut a bunch of Lespedisia up here, and then all down along the driveway, and I gathered it up, and let me show you what I ended up with. Okay, under there, so that if you get some air, it's not really that tall, but it's pretty tall. I have a bunch of what they call tree hay. They're not elderberry, but mulberry limbs with leaves on them that I put in here to dry to feed later in the winter, because goats love mulberry leaves and they're just good. So anyway, I covered that with some fresh hay so it can dry. And then I have some skids right here that I have cardboard and boards on top of. I laid some of the hay across there so it can dry. And this was a Lespedisia that I did before, and some of it's not too bad, but some of it kind of tried to mold. So I'm not real happy about that, so I'm trying something new. I'm doing a kind of a teepee sort of drying method with the Lespedisia. So hopefully that works better and makes it to where it is good for the goats this winter. But I have all of those piles, which I just turned this morning. I turn them once every so often just to make sure they're not molding or any of that kind of stuff. And then I have all of this hanging up here, which I'm sure is not molding, that I have for winter hay. So I think here soon I may have enough to last these guys through the winter, as long as I can keep it from molding. That's the key. I mean, I don't have a baler. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. This is all old school. But we're going to make it work. Because I cannot afford $8 to $10 a bale for hay for goats. I can't do it. Cannot do it. And I'll probably be sending some of this over to my daughter for her pigs. Pigs like hay too. And anyway, this is what I'm doing today. This is Joe. I'm my new Tennessee home, and this is what I'm doing for survivability of the winter.